G'day. Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2. Something terrible happened. That's the president there. Ocelot. I just need to recap here with you, Rodin, on account of my stupidity. So what the president said was that 12 men, 12 mysterious, ghost-like ninja warrior men, called the Patriots, control America. And they've built a weapon called Arsenal Gear. Gear. You're stupid to me. Which controls the military network and everything, basically. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. What was that, Rodin? You reckon the Lalilulalo is an old code name for the Patriots, and they're in fact one and the same thing? And you just want me to know that so it avoids confusion? Oh, great! I agree with you. Perhaps if the documentary said that, it'd be so easy, much easier to understand for everybody. Patriots manipulates America, they're gonna manipulate the world. Well, we'll leave you to your presidents. Sir, sorry about the situation. It sucks. Haha, let's get over. We've got to find Emmerich. Oh, that what?
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see.
Hey,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat.
Yeah.
However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary.
Oh,
to verify
could
the
you,
facts.
bull?
However, he was the president.
Dude,
I'm sure
crap.
he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president,
Oh, yeah.
effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave the other
Yeah.
Patriots?
Suppose so.
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out.
Don't you bloody look to me,
Out
Campbell!
of time. Find Emma. She's supposed
Son
to
of-
be located on level B1 in the core of that building you're in, right?
Yeah.
You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Who the heck do you
Hurry,
think
Jack.
you are?
It's up to you to make sure that the president
What are you
didn't
talking
sacrifice
about?
his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
Little Snake here. Asking what the hell.
What's your status, Raiden? Snake.
Uh,
the president.
sorry, Snake.
He's been assassinated. What? There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president
You
on
boy.
purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense.
I thought he wanted
They
a
had to know
nuclear
that
strike.
They couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about
How'd you know-
Arsenal Gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that
Yeah.
the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal
Oh yeah,
Gear?
brilliant, Snake.
Yeah, I did.
Brilliant.
It's exactly what the president and
Look,
he
Stall, man.
described. A massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomb.
Oh yeah, Fat Man. I remember him. The dead Fat Man.
There's no doubt that Arsenal Gear is being built here.
Oh, so
and
it
it was all
exists.
set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
You tell him, Snake. You tell him.
I took these photos 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Pictures? They were on the news, on several websites.
Including YouTube.
Remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
Sons of...
Otacon, me, we were used.
We were used.
Photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I was on holiday on a cruise with Mistake on.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.
Yes, I'll shut up, Roden. I'm only joking, pal.
I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development.
I thought it was a cruise ship.
Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear.
Liquid.
But Ocelot eliminated
Somehow.
Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, I'm taking it back.
Taking it
Ocelot
back.
then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine
Taking it back for the Patriots. Wait a minute. No, forget
Did you
it.
manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for
Ah, good work, Doc.
That was the easy part.
Yeah.
The tough part was not getting dragged down with the
No.
sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it.
Yeah.
It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us.
Right.
Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public.
Yeah, remember that.
In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since
Hey,
the
Graver.
Shadow Moses incident,
Redden,
Snake
don't get
became
me.
sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it. They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, not
There's
just.
more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray.
I don't make sense now. I don't understand
Followed this
anything.
up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to
Bloody
camouflage the
brilliant, that is.
development of Arsenal Gear.
Bloody brilliant.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Means me as well, Roden. I knew it.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
The hell?
Forget it. We're wasting time.
Oh,
we can figure
yeah.
this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but
Yeah,
Arsenal
that's
still
right.
has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles,
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
Yeah, Doc, isn't she? It's just... Oh,
What's she
great.
doing here?
you got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data.
Oh, yeah, fascinating, Doc. We'll rescue your sister. Unless she's a terrorist. And then I'm gonna pull a bullet in her face. I'm only joking, Doc. I'm not gonna execute your sister. Cross, don't worry, man. I like you, Doc. Let's go and call Pliskin again. Ah, we've already done Pliskin.
Emma's probably being kept.
I agree. Let's go. Hey, Colonel Roy Campbell. Don't you want to speak to Snake? Your best friend, remember?
Raiden, locate Emma Emmerich and have her put...
Fine. So the Patriots and Ocelot, Solidus, it's all gonna come together in one tremendous clash of the Titans. Let's go. Well, what a fascinating past 2 episodes this has been. Join us again. Goodbye.